Hello, everybody. It's the Worm. Welcome back to another episode of Steins. Today, we will see the results of our experiment. Last time, we decided to go ahead and try to actually change the past, which is frightening in many ways. And to do that, we've gone ahead and sent another D-mail. But this time it wasn't some sort of inconsequential message. Now it was a message with the lottery numbers. And so, if our experiment has succeeded, then presumably our boy in the past was able to win the lottery. And don't worry, he's quite humble. He didn't go for first place. He went for I think maybe third. And then I think that one, it wasn't over 1 million, but it was many hundreds of thousands of yen, so still quite a substantial number. So yes, I could definitely see that causing quite a lot of things to change, but I'm curious about a few things here. When we did the D-mail this time around, we saw a number flash up on screen, and if you look down at the phone wave here, I believe it was these numbers here that got, well, I can't remember what the number was, but we saw a flash of numbers from here. And certainly something seems to have happened. And we can see here, Rintaro seems to have felt something too. Now, this isn't the first time seeing those numbers and Rintaro feeling something has changed. This isn't the first time this has happened. If you'll recall, this is when we sent the very first D-mail in the game. And this is right after we saw Makise Kurisu's death. And we ran out of Radikan, and we sent an email to Daru, and his phone happened to be in the phone wave at the time, and that sequence occurred, and that was when the satellite looking object went from simply being on top of the roof to smashing into the side of it. So that would certainly seem to me, that would signal to me that something substantial has occurred. A change has occurred. But my question here is, why is it that why has that occurred now, when we have been sending various D-mails for the past couple days? Or at least a day. We've sent quite a few at this point. Why is it that this one is the first one to seemingly actually cause something to happen? Now, one thing I could imagine it being is that this particular D-mail, which contained the information to the lottery, was actually a significant... The change that caused was actually significant enough to... Yeah, the email that was sent it wasn't just a random message. It was something that caused our characters in the past to do something different. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I still feel like those random D-mails that we sent. This goes back to, we were talking about it just last episode. This is Kurisu's. This was her contention with doing this whole experiment. It's the butterfly effect, where even the smallest, this seemingly inconsequential thing that is changed in the past could cause huge amounts of difference. Of course, again, that particular thing, it's related to long term. It's usually not in the short term. But even so, I still feel like those inconsequential little emails or D-mails should have done something. But maybe not. Again, this is all just speculation. Could be the game's going to account for that or not. We just have to wait and see. I just think that, I don't know, this whole thing with the time travel and what John Titor said about time travel, I feel like their memories should change, or there should be some, because they're acknowledging, we can see on the phones when they send the D-mails that, yes, it's in the past. But it doesn't, at least I've not really seen any indication that that has changed. Like, they don't remember getting those emails from the past. They're just observing that they have them in the phone now. Yeah, this might just be nitpicky, but I'm just honestly trying to figure out what's going on here, you know? So, pardon me if I'm coming across as nitpicky or something. I want to know. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see the fallout of whatever we just did and continue on. So, we did the thing, and Rintaro, he reacted this way. Yeah, so he clearly felt something, as it says here. A wave of vertigo washes over me. It feels as if my feet have left the ground. Suddenly, my vision blurs and everything turns monochrome. Is the ground shaking? Every cell in my body is screaming, "This is wrong."
Okari, どうかした?
Mayuri's voice brings me to my senses. I realize that color has returned to the world. What was that just now?
大丈夫?
Mayuri waves her hand in front of my face. After blinking several times, I notice I'm standing frozen in place, gripping my phone. My phone should be displaying mail sent, but it's not. Instead, it's showing the normal standby display. Something isn't right here. I look around, and I'm inside the lab. The phone wave name subject to change isn't on. When I sent the mail, the timer read 115. In other words, it should still be running for 2 more minutes. Yet now, the phone wave name subject to change is silent. I scan the room. Other things feel wrong. Just a few seconds ago, Daru was sitting in front of the X68000. But now he's sitting in front of the lounge computer. Did he teleport? At least, I don't remember seeing Daru get up and move to the lounge. Krisu is sitting cross-legged on the sofa, reading a massive technical book. She should be in the development room, too. Moeka is standing at the edge of the development room. Nothing particularly different about her. Mayuri is next to me, looking at me with a confused expression. This is wrong.
Mayuri, 俺は何分ぐらいここに立っていた?
どういうこと?
いいから教えてくれ。
30秒ぐらいじゃないかな。
30秒? 本当か?
急に電話レンジちゃんのところに歩いて行ったかと思ったら、携帯を取り出してね、すごくハーハー言い始めて。
マユシ、今の言葉もう一度よろう。
Daru calls out from the lounge.
すごくハーハー言い始めて。
はあはあってとこだけリピート。 もっと色っぽく。
やめなさい、変態。
Krisu and Daru are exchanging their usual banter. How can these guys be so calm? I just sent a mail that may have changed the past. Why aren't they interested in the result?
そうだ。メールは
I quickly check my mail. Hmm.
メールは1週間前に届いている。
何のこと？
金はロト6は当たったのか？
I search my memories but turn up nothing. No memories of buying a ticket. No memories of winning third place. Nothing.
そこのセレセブよ。俺は3等を当てたか？
だからセレセブって言うな。で、3等って何のことよ？
何？
Again, this feeling of disconnect. I approach Krisu, who's lounging on the sofa.
今何と言った？
何よ？
今何と言ったんだ？
Krisu glares back at me.
文句あるの？私が何を言おうと勝手。
そうではなく、3等って何のことと言っただろう。ロト6の3等だ。
は？
Krisu gives me a puzzled look. It doesn't seem like she's messing with me.
ダル、俺はたった今ロト6の当たり番号を電話レンジカッコ借りて送った。そうだな。おお、
Daru's eyes light up.
その発想はなかったわ。もしかして D メールでその方法を使えば僕ら億万長者じゃね？ PC パーツ買えるしメイクインにも行きまくれる。ひょー、みなぎってきた。
This is wrong.
マイリー、バナナでトラックの荷台を満杯にするって喜んでた。いやな。
Okay, so there's not much commentary for me right now. I'm kind of just letting the scene go on. Because we're going to talk about this, but the implications of what just happened... Yeah, let's just let this play out.
トラックの荷台？誰が満杯にするの？
This is wrong. Yeah, one thing I can say is that feeling of wrongness he's describing, oh yeah, I feel it too. Yeah, I certainly with lots of, well, I'm not an avid time travel story reader, but on the ones I have read or listened to or watched, yes, that feeling of wrongness, yeah, that gets me good. So I feel it. That's, yeah. Okay, I look at Moeka. She's staring at the floor like usual, but I don't miss the confused glance she throws my way.
待て待て、たった今オペレーションウルドの第2段階を実行に移しただろ。
I forgot to do this as well in the intro. I was going to also mention the other big part of last episode. We did introduce a 5th lab mem. So our organization is growing at quite a good rate, gotta say, but never mind that.
第2段階って過去を変えられるかどうか確かめる実験のことでしょ？
そうだ、そのことだ。
だから今みんなで考えてるんじゃん。
何？
どんな内容を送れば過去が変わったかわかるだろうねって。
でもオカリンが言ったロト6のアイディアはグッジョブと言わざるを得ない。
This is where I wish I could speak for for Rintaro here. You know, I wish I could just explain it, because, you know, Rintaro, he is suitably freaked out. That's good. But the problem is everything he says has to get filtered through the Chuni character. I wish I could just say, no guys, look at my phone. I sent the D-mails already. The past has changed. You know, but he's gonna struggle with actually getting to the point, you know?
でもそんなの現金だってマヨシーは思うな。あ、現金は現金でもね、ゆきちさんいっぱいっていう意味じゃなくて。
そこは説明しなくてもわかると思う。
本当？よかった。でね、現金だからもっと世界が平和になりますようにみたいなのにしようよ。
You wanna send some upas, huh?
例えばね、世界中のすべての人がウーパクッションを持っているようにするととっても幸せだと思うよ。
Mm-hmm.
それで幸せになるのはちびっことまゆしだけだろ、上皇。
What? What are these guys saying? They're acting like I never sent that D-mail with the winning numbers.
こんにちは。
Oh, hello. Lukako. The front door opens slowly and Lukako sticks his head inside. Were you coming to visit today? We were having a conversation. Didn't we have a conversation with Lukako recently? Yeah, not seeing it.
あ、ルカくんだ。いらっしゃい。すみません。急にお邪魔してしまって。
Lukako bows his head apologetically. What are you visiting for? Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru go into welcome mode. Moeka keeps staring at her phone. But I'm not in any condition to greet Lukako. I can't stop sweating, and it's not because of the heat. I don't know what's going on anymore. Questions keep spinning around in my head.
ルカくん、マユシーのコス来てくれる気になったの？だったら嬉しいな。あ、いえ、そうじゃなくて。
Lukako looks at me apologetically, like he wants to say something.
なんだ
I reply mechanically. My mind is still blank.
実は岡部さんじゃなくて京馬さんに謝らないといけないことが。
What could he have to apologize for? Timidly, Lukako holds out his hand, and there, between his fingers, is a Lotto 6 ticket. And the numbers are the same as the ones from my D-mail. I grab Lukako by his slender wrist.
ルカ子お前これをどこで
痛いです。オカリ、ルカ君をいじめちゃダメだよ。
Mayuri gets between us. I let go reluctantly.
岡部、あんたどうしたの？さっきからなんか変よ。
You could just show them the D-mail.
暑さでやられた？
ルカ子すまなかった。だが教えてくれ。 そのロト6の剣はどこで手に入れた？
僕京馬さんに数字を教えてもらって。
教えた？俺が？
Lukako nods with teary eyes.
京馬さんから当たるかもしれないからこの数字で買ってみろって言われて。
本当か？それはいつ？
1週間前です。
Damn you past me! What were you thinking? This wasn't supposed to happen. However, the past certainly has changed. Or has it? It seems like it has, but at the same time, the present seems to have changed too. Well, yeah. I feel like that follows.
じゃあもしかしてルカシロト6当てたの？
わあ、じゃあオカリンは超能力者だね。
岡部、あんたまさか電話レンジで当たり番号を送ったの？
Her question makes no sense.
なぜ問いかけなのだ？お前も見ていたはずだ。
見ていた？何を？
Disconnect. Our stories didn't match.
送った3等の当選番号を。ついさっきだ。お前たちも一緒にいた。全員で話し合ってその方法を選んだ。そして過去は変わった。変わったんだ。
I glance at the phone wave name subject to change. There's no denying it now. That grotesque appliance, the bastard child of microwave and cell phone, actually changed the past. We have the power of a god. Though I still don't know why everyone else forgot about it.
そんなことよりルカシいくら当たったん
？70万だな。3等だ。
I answer with conviction. However,
いえ、
Lukako begins fidgeting. Something strange about his behavior.
本当にごめんなさい京馬さん。せっかくこんなすごいこと教えてもらったのに僕数字を1個間違えて記入しちゃって。
Huh? He what? I stare at the numbers on the ticket in Lukako's trembling hands.
18が19だったら京馬さんのおっしゃる通り3等だったんです。
Wow. We don't even... Not even Lukako gets the money.
惜しい惜しすぐる。
I'm pretty sure I sent it with a 19. We can check. Oh. I was about to do that game. Check out my phone. And bring up the send history.
なぜだ？ないぞ。
Oh, snap. It is gone now. Wait. A whole bunch of them are gone. We had 8 pages. We had 8 pages. You're not tricking me, game. We had 8 pages. This isn't the first time we've had emails disappear, and now these are all unread? The D-mail I sent has vanished from my send history. Just like everyone's memories. The D-mail should be there, but it's not. Almost as if it never existed in the first place. Well, crap. Now we just have our word. Now everyone can kind of maybe doubt us. Should I try to talk about this now, or should I wait? Oh, man. This sucks. Okay. Let's wait a while. I ignore the worried stares of my lab mems and head outside for some fresh air. I take a deep breath and try to sort out the chaos in my head. The ticket Lukaku bought turned out to be 4th place. The prize is just 5,000 yen.
そこの岡部倫太郎さ。
Suzuha calls out to me. She's still polishing her bicycle. Tonoji Nai is squatting next to her, watching her work with great interest. 2 questions come to mind. 1, how long has she been polishing that thing? And 2, just how much free time does the Brawn Tube Workshop have?
洗脳されたような顔してるよ。大丈夫？
洗脳。俺が。
ここには他に誰もいないじゃん。
Oh wait, they're back. What was up with that game? Wait. They're all back. Okay, bit confused. Is this meant to be... Okay, what's going on here? Is this a mistake? Are they supposed to be gone but they're still here, or what? Weird. Yeah, not sure about that. But they seem to be back. Are they here for my benefit, as in the player, or I don't know. Okay, let's just see what Ferris says. Ferris Exactamundo. Her songs still contain words of prophecy. Before they reach it, Ferris must decipher the prophecies to find the location of the Holy Land, Nya. We did ask her something, didn't we? But I don't remember what it was. And I don't think we have the previous email still. So let's just see what the responses are. Prophecy, mind telling me what's in those songs? Remember, if you refuse, I have ways of making you talk. There's no need to put yourself in danger, retreat immediately, or Holy Land. The sanctuary has been lost for 300 years. It's pointless to seek it out now. I've kind of lost the context for this, so I'm not really sure. But why don't we get some more information? Why not? Go ahead. Tell me more, Ferris. Okay. Continue.
はあ。そうだな。
それはどっちに対するそうだな？洗脳されたこと？他に誰もいないこと？
洗脳されたことだ。
されたの？
Suzuha suddenly steps up to me and grabs my face. Then she forces my eyes open with her index finger and thumb.
何をする？
動かないで。
Suzuha peers into my eye with a serious expression. But a second later, she lets go and steps back.
大丈夫。洗脳されてない。
What kind of future are you from, Suzuha?
なんだと？
洗脳されてる時ってさ、下まぶたの中によくチップが仕込まれてることがあるんだよね。
Well, that's great to know. Thank you. A chip? Immediately after saying that, Suzuha gasps and covers her mouth. Yeah. Remember what she said earlier? Tight-lipped? Yeah, tight-lipped, everybody. It's some ways, in some respects, it's impressive how loose-lipped she can be compared to Rintaro here. Then she puts her hand on my shoulder and gives me an embarrassed smile.
岡部倫太郎、今のは機密扱いでお願い。
Yeah, not even trying to play it off as a joke. Just, yeah, what I said was true. Please keep it a secret. Very nice. Don't tell me, is she?
そうか。 お前も機関に捕らえられていた経験があるのだな。
期間？セルンのことだっけ？
いや、皆まで言うな。お前の苦しみ、俺にはよく理解できる。
そう？
機関がひた隠しにする巨大洗脳施設、通称アポカリプス・オブ・ガリアン。あそこはまさに生きる地獄。
Of course, his. Dang it.
二度と思い出したくないのだな。
そう。アッポーなんとかって名前じゃない気もするけど。
But go ahead and confirm what he said. There we go.
生き地獄だったのは確か。
Uh-huh. There it is.
やはりお前とは良き仲間になれそうだ。バイト戦士よ、聖戦の日は近いぞ。
Suzuha lifts her hand in a half-hearted gesture of enthusiasm.
バイトのお姉ちゃん、洗脳って何
Nai asks as she tugs on the hem of Suzuha's clothes.
それにはこの王院京馬が答えてやろ
う。いいです。
え
Nai hides behind Suzuha.
苗は岡部倫太郎が怖いみたいだね。
シスター・ブラウンよ、俺にイフを抱くのはいいが、同時に世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストへの敬意も払うべきだぞ。
世界を股にかけてるの？
いかにも。俺の天才的な灰色の脳細胞は世界各国の首脳が欲しがるほどのものなのだ。
Still clinging to Suzuha's waist, Nai opens her eyes even wider and gasps in admiration. You better hope that Mr. Braun is not nearby. If he sees you talking to his daughter like this, uh-oh.
洗脳ってのは今みたいなことを言うんだよ、苗。
何を言う、そこのバイト戦士。俺は真実しか話していないのだから、これは洗脳などではない。
オカリンおじさんは嘘ついたの？
In a sense. And interesting she calls him Ocarine.
誰がおじさんか。
子供相手に怒鳴っちゃダメだよ。怯えてるじゃん。
But Mister makes me sound old. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. What a disgrace. No, there's no point in getting angry at a child. I need to show composure as an adult.
あんたって岡部よりよっぽど変態ね。もうさん付けで呼んでやらないからな。
僕は変態じゃないよ。変態紳士だよ。
はあ？
それよりオカリン、大丈夫かな？
Wow, she's not even yelling, and we can hear exactly what they're saying up there. Closing the window does nothing. I can hear voices from the second story window. And since we can hear them clearly from here, Suzuha starts chuckling.
もしかしてずっと聞いていたか。
ごめん。盗み聞きするつもりはなかったけど、どうしても聞こえちゃうからさ。
タイムマシンのことも。
ああ、聞いちゃった。やるね、この。
She strikes my upper arm in what I assume is a gesture of encouragement. What is way to go you supposed to mean?
口外したりしていないだろうな。 もし誰かに喋ったりしてみろ。俺はお前の口を封じなければならなく。
Look, clearly, the answer to this is good. We're gonna have to make Suzuha and Lukaku into lab mems. We're just anyone we tell, we're just gonna have to conscript here. That's how this goes.
うん、喋ってないよ。私って結構口は固いからさ。
だったらいい。それで一つ聞くが。
Our secret safe with you, huh? I don't believe you.
たった今2階で放電現象が起きたのを見たか？
放電？昨日みたいなグラグラ揺れるやつ？
I nod.
さっき1回やったよね。店長いないから助かったね。揺れて怖かった。
I ignore the little girl's honest impression.
たった今ほんの1分前ぐらいにもグラグラ揺らしたはずなんだが。
お、そうなの？でも2回目は見てないの。
Suzuha tilts her head quizzically, then turns back to her bicycle.
私がこの子を磨くのに夢中だったのかもしんないけどさ。苗は見た？うん。
Sister Braun frantically shakes her head.
2回目は見てないんだな。
見てないです。
Disappointment spreads through me. What does this mean? Events I remember happening didn't, and you should recall. Rentaru, you should recall that this isn't the first time this has happened. The fact that I sent a D-mail, the fact that we argued over what to send. But Krisu herself remembers that I called her Celeb Sev during that argument. Right after sending that D-mail, I was hit with a feeling of vertigo. That's probably related somehow.
なんかあったの？
お前はタイムトラベルについて詳しいか？
それってどういう意味かな？
Suzuha seems slightly suspicious. So I explained to her what happened just now. I mean, I did just say we have to conscript Suzuha and Lukaku into lab mems, but I honestly didn't expect it to go there. But I guess we're just doing it. Okay. Now I probably won't understand a word of it, so I don't think it'll be necessary to silence her.
信じらんない。
Suzuha's dumbfounded after hearing my explanation.
そんなの聞いたことないよ。ねえ、本当のこと言ってる？
当たり前だ。俺たちは紛れもなくタイムマシンを開発した。そして過去を変えることができたのだ。我らの偉業を否定することは誰にもできない。そう、誰にもだ。
ああ、もうそういうことじゃなくて。
Suzuha grabs at her own hair in frustration. But then her expression turns thoughtful.
君の言うことが本当なのかどうかわかんないけどさ。
She suddenly lowers her voice.
こういう時はジョン・タイターに聞いてみればいいよ。
Really? Should we, huh?
ジョン・タイター。
ほら、今さ話題になってるらしいじゃん。過去へ遡ってきたタイムトラベラー。なんか知ってっかもよ。同じタイムトラベラー同士ってことで。
なるほど。確かにお前の言う通りかもしれん。いや、それで間違いない。
It's possible that the undoing of past events could be explained through the many worlds interpretation that Taitor talked about. And come to think of it, it was Taitor's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time too. I quickly take out my phone.
俺だ。ジョン・タイターはこの俺を導くために未来からやってきたかもしれん。なあ、そうだ。 奴がこの2010年へとやってきたのはまさしくシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エルプサイコングル。
バイトのお姉ちゃん、あのおじさんは誰と電話で話してるの？さあ、誰だろう。未来人と交信してたりして。未来人？
シスター・ブラウン、俺の電話の相手が気になるか？
ううん、気になりません。
Nai shakes her head rapidly. She looks scared. I respond with a weary expression of a mad scientist who has seen everything and lost much.
気になったとしても今後絶対に聞くな。もし知れば俺はお前の口を封じなくてはならなくなる。さすがにお前のような痛いけな少女を手にかけたくはないのだ。
Getting right up close to my ear on that one.
だから小学生をビビらせちゃダメだっての。
I assume Nai is frightened because of the aura of danger that follows me everywhere. Yeah, she's right to be. Yeah, she is right to be. Although I'm not sure the aura of danger is precisely... The nature of that aura may not be precisely what you think it to be, Rentaro.
バイト戦士、俺は早速タイターに連絡を取ってみるぞ。素晴らしい助言に感謝する。
私役に立った？そんならよか。
Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence.
うわ、やっばー。店長機関、店長機関。
I follow Suzuha's glance to see a moped headed this way. Judging by the sheer size of the driver, it must be Mr. Braun.
なえ、もし店長に聞かれたらさ、私はちゃんと店番してたって言ってよ。うん。だから今度自転車に乗せてね。乗せる乗せる。じゃあ頑張って岡部倫太郎。私応援してっからさ。
Suzuha pats me on the shoulder and rushes into the workshop. Nai and I are left in front of the store. And you're just gonna wait there, huh? Okay. The driver stops the moped and takes off his full-face helmet, revealing Mr. Braun.
お父さん、おかえりなさい。
ねえ、そこのうさんくせえ野郎に何をされた？
Yeah. Saw this one coming. Manager leaps from his moped and interposes himself between me and his daughter. His eyes are bloodshot. My spine freezes. What a powerful aura of malice.
てめえ、よくも俺の大事な娘をたぶらかしてくれたな。殺すぞ。
待ってくれ、俺は何もしていない。
だったらなんでおめえとナイが二人っきりで話してんだ？あ？
二人きりじゃない。今の今まで鈴葉もここにいました。あの女は仕事をサボってそこのチャリを磨いていたんですよ。
Rentaro, my man. You just saw that she got bribed. You know that Nai's gonna... Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious.
ナイ、そうなのか？
バイトのお姉ちゃんに自転車に乗せてもらう約束したの。だからサボってなかったって言わなきゃ。
Never mind. Never mind. We're good. We're in the clear, Rentaro. Sister Braun ends up betraying Suzuha too. The manager breathes a heavy sigh.
サボる方法だけはうまいんだよな、あのバイト。
It's true. I've never actually seen her do work.
というか、この俺を一瞬でも疑ったことについての謝罪はないんですか？
ねえよ、んなもん。
Stubborn old man. He thinks he owns the place just because he owns the place. Yeah, imagine that.
今後もうちの娘をたぶらかそうとしたらただじゃおかねえからな。
そんな自殺行為はしませんよ。
Mr. Ron nods in satisfaction.
ねえ、シュークリーム買ってきたから一緒に食おう。
He parks his moped next to the part-time warrior's bicycle, then enters the store hand in hand with his daughter. Cream puffs? You can't get any more out of character than that. Is this what having kids does to a man?
おいこれバイト、サボってたことは分かってんだぞこら。あとなんで42型がつけっぱなしになってんだ。消しとけって言っただろうが。
ごめんなさ
I leave Suzuha to her fate and return to the lab. Okay, we're getting kind of up there, so I think I'm gonna call it, but we're gonna talk for a while. Okay, so yes, it looks like the experiment was a success in that we did indeed change the past. I think that's pretty clear. The question now in front of us is what precisely has occurred due to that? Now again, this is the second time we've felt this sensation, but here's the question. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. Again, this goes back to, well, we heard that Rintaro mentioned John Titor's many world theory, that sort of thing. I need to go back and check exactly what he was saying by that, but in my mind, I'm wondering, okay, is it a single timeline, or is it, I'm not sure if it was the many worlds thing, but I'm thinking, like a tree with branches. Did we changed the past, and then once that past changed, our current present changed due to that, and yet Rintaro has memories of how the present used to be? Or is it a case where, by sending that mail in the back in time, we've created a new timeline where that sent it to the past, and then that Rintaro, with that new information, obviously showing it to Lukaku, that suddenly splits the timeline at that point, and now there are two timelines. And if that's the case, that would mean that Rintaro has gone to a different timeline in that instance. Now that sounds a bit more. It feels like there's got to be more steps to it if it's that second scenario. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, and it's also a bit more horrifying to me in some sense, because in that instance, think about what Mayuri said. From her perspective, Rintaro was sitting around, got up, walked to the development room, picked up the phone from the phone wave, and then suddenly, he laughed, and then suddenly he was our Rintaro. So when we're getting into multiple timelines, now we're thinking, okay, now there's more than one set. There are multiple sets of our friends and multiple sets of the whole world, essentially. And that brings up I was just thinking, going down that train of thought, and I was thinking, this could be a pretty horrifying thing where, again, this isn't the first time this has happened. This is the second time. And if this is multiple timelines we're dealing with, then our Rintaro, the original one, the one whose consciousness we've been in this whole time, he would technically be, two timelines now? Because the first one where Makise Kurisu is dead, and then the second one where she isn't, and now we would be in a third. And again, that's going with there are multiple timelines, that sort of thing. It's still horrifying if it's just the one timeline. Clearly, in this instance, it's not anything super serious. You know, Lukaku didn't really. She only won 5,000. Or he. Dang it. He won 5,000 yen. Not too much, and no big consequences seem to have happened. Our group is the same group. Moeka is there. Chris is alive. You know, it doesn't seem like much has happened, but we've already seen in that very first jump that there can be pretty huge changes. I think the two huge changes that we can see from the first one, the huge changes we see, Magase Krisu being dead, the satellite hitting the side of the building, John Tidor not showing up, you know, pretty huge changes. And that makes me think, was it our first D-mail that caused that change? Because that's a huge amount of change. It can't be, because John Tidor's appearance is much farther back, so there has to be more going on. And I've had that suspicion for a while now, that I'm pretty sure there are time travel shenanigans happening before the start of our story here. But I think we still have to wait to see if that is the case. But yeah, here's just another random thought. If this is a multiple timelines thing, and again, going back to the scenario Mayuri described where Rintaro got up, and then suddenly it's our Rintaro, you know, what does that mean exactly? If we're timeline jumping here, did our Rintaro's mind suddenly inhabit another Rintaro's body? You know, now we're getting to pretty horrifying things of that nature. And, you know, that could be, at least for me, that's some pretty uncomfortable territory now. Now we're getting into some pretty serious stuff. And, well, we got another point for the Suzuha is John Tidor theory. That's for sure. Man, I'm going to have to try to... Sorry if I'm a bit rambly right now. There's a lot to think about here. So I'll try to think about it more. If you have any thoughts, let me know. But, yeah, I'm sure next time we'll try to get some more info out of Tidor, see what's going on. And that could be good, because Tidor was the one... I need to go back and look at that first Tidor conversation with where he talked about the many worlds and all that. And that should hopefully provide some assistance in whatever Tidor says next. Okay, I've been The Worm. This has been Steins Gate. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.